Well, here we are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello again once more to this particular stream. This is Sigurd Chronosecht, your Clockwork Wizard, and we're going to continue today's game, Final Fantasy XIV, since I've made my preparations now, because last time we were making our preparations for Final Fantasy III, and somehow that is not panning out earlier due to work, but now I think we'll be ready for that. For now, this week, let's end as well from where we began yesterday, from the previous stream. As we were queuing last time for a trial. Last where we left off, we were helping out the Domans to gain refuge. And somehow, along the way, we also had encountered some folks, some pirates, tempered by Leviathan. Now that Leviathan has been summoned, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are now asked to take this challenge on. That in mind, we are going to queue up for the Whorleater. This is a trial that requires us to be in it with 7 other players, and we're going to face off against Leviathan. Last time we weren't able to queue up because of the time, so let's hope the queue times would be much more merciful this time. So there's going to be a bit of waiting. While this is going on, I want to check if in case there's anything else we can do while we're waiting. Just to pass the time, if you will. What else can we do? While this is taking place, let me look up some few things. Give me a moment. That's what we need. Okay, so it looks like the wait is going to take a bit. And it seems like one thing we can do right now is basically take on a few other enemies. And, well, while we're at it, take on a few enemies, take on some fates, earn some XP and such for our Chocobo, and also not just XP, but company seals for ourselves. And in case you notice that my energy level is a little low, because I'm planning to make this a rather short stream, since the idea is I'm going to prepare for work, since it's already Sunday by the time of this broadcast. So we might have a short stream today. Hopefully we can still have fun. As you notice, my XP is a little low, but the gain on the XP for the Chocobo is particularly high. That's the thing we're actually looking for. Something to make our chocobo stronger. There we are. That's better. Yeah, speaking of which, let's check our companion. Aha! Leveled up. Right away. Let's give you another skill. There. A rush. The more we level this one up, the more stronger it gets. Let's keep going. In case the samurai levels up, we might have to go and pick up another job, or we might have to do some, you know, some leveling. The jobs that we already have. Got him. Got him. Still waiting. Worst case scenario, if this one doesn't go well, we're going to switch to healer and then just go from there. Which I think we might be better off if we do that. So, let's go back to the area. And let's see how well we'll suffer. Gonna be optimistic about that. So. Think of it. Let's check our. Good. Let's hope we have a better set of odds for this one, considering how things are going right now. Right there. There it is. Here we go, folks. This is it. This is the moment. Now we have the Whorleater in position. Ooh. Pressurized water right there. There it is. Leviathan. So since we're playing as healer here, we're going to make sure everybody survives. Lag mitigations and all that. Let's see what we can do here. Started hiding. Okay, let's go in there. On for the best. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's a song. Nice. Come on, get him up. Nice! Now we're talking. That Leviathan's done. Our part is done. So let's get to it. Let's go back to base, back to the command room. Continue from there. Actually, it's through here. Taking the top. Here we are. Knowing the urgency of your business, I thought it'd be best to refrain from making conversation during your past few visits. But today, I will permit myself a few words. I feel truly privileged to have had the honor of admitting a hero such as you. You are an inspiration to us all, sir. And on that note, the Admiral awaits you at the command room. Nice that you also added the wink there, friend. Anyway, here we are. So often do you achieve the impossible that I fear my words of congratulations will begin to sound repetitive, if indeed they have not already. With this in mind, I shall only say that I am glad of your safe return. Another notch on the old belt, is it? Well done, my friend. Were I a god, I dare say I would tremble at your summoning. That such beings can be defeated runs contrary to all I know. Whence comes your strength and sense of purpose? My congratulations, Sigurd. This victory will serve to quiet the Sahagin, for a time, at least. Thank you, Mr. Einzar. A number of things did not go exactly to plan, I will admit. Leviathan denied us the luxury of ramming him for one, but let's not quibble over the matter of the victory, eh? If Limsim is safe and we are yet undrowned, I conclude that it had been a good day. It has been a good day. So, go and bask in the Admiral's gratitude, will you? You have certainly earned a right.
We Lominsons are sworn to strive, till sea swallows all. And swallow all it would have, had Leviathan prevailed. That we still strive now, we owe in no small part to you. Not for the first time, you have delivered Limsa Lominsa from the wrath of a primal. Never has our nation known a stouter ally. On behalf of my people, I give you my humblest thanks. 'Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, 'tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
and I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa Lominsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labor to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many Domans have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Mor Dhona is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment, but if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people at once.
And thus, we have access to the ninja skills.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds did before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin initiated this particular clash, but how it begins does not interest me so much as how it ends.
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our arms and welcome oblivion? Nay.
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is my duty, and I shall do it.
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course then, but know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
And there it is. The plot thickens as we now find out that Limsa Lominsa has quite a treacherous history. One that involves freedom, seeking freedom, and the turbulent bit where man has to clash with kobolds and the Sahagin. Both. Now with the now that we've dealt with Leviathan here, let's see what part we have on the next one. Oh. 70. The Admiral has informed me of the arrangement. I have in my keeping a letter of introduction to Lady Yugiri. To the south stands a gate leading to a pier of smaller fishing vessels. Look for an inconspicuous Huron man there and present the letter to him. He serves as a gatekeeper of sorts. Now, before you go, I am obliged to remind you that the members of the fraternity of which you would be introduced abide in the shadow of Lominsan society. They value their independence more highly than pirates, and are united by a bond stronger than mithril. To it, they are invariably wary of new faces. Though it depend by the Admiral herself, mere words on parchment will get you only so far into their confidence. You must work for every ounce of trust they place in you. But here's the letter. Go to the aforementioned place, show it to the aforementioned man, and good luck. So the man in question is going to be at the Fisherman's Guild, but not exactly on the guild itself. It is on a spot nearby. If my guess is correct, that is. Oh, we don't need to actually warp that far. It's just there. Anyway, let's go. Right around this area. Got misfits with me, Ventura. So you're the man the Admiral sent word for. I was hoping I might catch a glimpse of Thancred too. Been a while since I saw his shite-eating grin. But what with all the doe-eyed wenches about, I suspect he's got his hands full. Ah, you must be the Far Easterner that what Elidibus says wants to train with us. Welcome to Limsa, milady. I'm Yugiri of Doma. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. I must confess, when first I learned of your organization, I had certain preconceptions as to the nature of your membership, it would seem I was mistaken. You're not the first person to say that, lass. Limbs is a city of pirates, to be sure, and pirates don't give two thoughts about keeping a spotless reputation. They hardly need a special society to do their dirty work. Might be as my people and I keep to the shadows, but we've got nothing to be ashamed of. It's simply better for business that we remain unseen. So you have developed fighting techniques suited for this purpose. I see. Know that the practitioners of my art too are denizens of shadow. It is in stealth that our strength lies. There is much we might learn from one another, I think. Then what in the seven hells are we waiting for? If you come with us, Yugiri of... what's it? You can get acquainted in more private surrounds. That didn't come out right, did it? Master Sigurd, I shall remain with these people for a time, that I might study their ways. Though I am loath to be separated from my countrymen, I take solace in the knowledge that they are in the best of hands. You have been a true friend to us Domans. No words should suffice to express my gratitude. Ere long, I hope to begin imparting my martial knowledge to the people of Eorzea. When that time comes, it will be my honor to welcome you as a student. There it is, our new weapon. I'm gonna save that for... should I give it to this one or to another one? Oh boy. Might as well give it to this one. What the hell? Okay, we'll stick with that then. Oh no. I don't like that face. Much and more has occurred since first I beheld Eorzea from the galleon's deck. Suffice it to say, I did not envisage being invited to play a part in your noble struggle. But forgive me. I've kept you over long. Doubtless you have a pressing business of your own. Rest assured that I no longer require an escort in this land. When next you meet Lady Menphilia, pray relate her my humblest thanks. Would that I could do so in person, but I must needs fulfill my promise to the Admiral. Till we meet again, warrior flight. Okay, back to base it is. Into the rising stones. Let's go inside. All right, everyone's here. Let's see what's going on. An adventurer bends not to authority, but lives and acts according to his own beliefs. He's the master of his own destiny. In my native land, there exist individuals not unlike these adventurers, yet without a master to serve. How does one know the path that one must walk? I've been tasked with helping out in the kitchen. Once I have grown accustomed to my duties, I hope to treat our hosts to traditional Doman cuisine. Ooh, that'd be great. Some 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ul'dah, 'Twas then that I first chanced to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed. I dared not blink, lest I deprive myself of even a split second of your radiance. Oh, you do flatter me, dear. And I do believe you have a bit too much to drink. Oh, these two. Yep, he's still flirting. Oh, yep. It hasn't changed at all. What in the seven hells are you doing up there? Get down here before you fall and break your neck. You think this is impressive? In Doma, we had to train to run in the treetops. Ah yes, Yozan being a ninja, alright. Don't mind Papa Limo. He's making a fuss over nothing, as usual. Yozan's sense of balance is amazing for a boy his age. I wonder how he got so good. He's a ninja, that's why. And good Mire, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It's like a little low energy at the moment, a little chill, so we're going to be a little bit laid back, and the stream might not be exactly as long as I would expect, so you'll know when I'll stop. But we just had Leviathan a while ago, and we survived as a scholar. Yep, indeed. So I was playing a scholar, and somehow we survived the whole party. So that's good. Lordy Boulder, what are you up to? Some of the Domans wanted to learn how to fight, and it's fallen to me to oversee their training. First, I need to find suitable equipment for everyone. I see what you mean. Nice, I can finally play again, by the way. So, that's a good idea. We should talk about that and see if we can do another collab next time. A good question though would be if you want to do it with this character or if you want to do it with my main character. So I think we'll have to talk about the details on that soon. Let's check on Hozan. Rising Stones. What a peculiar name for a sanctuary. We have Tataru over here. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Rising Stones. With your cooperation, we hope to grow rich and transform this place into the piling gold. Ah, Tataru. Oh, Sigurd. Forgive me, but I must see to the Domans' needs. That was funny. History is our friend, young one. The answers to the problems of the present are oft to be found within the past. We need but seek them out. Skoraru's thoughts on that. What if you wanted to destroy a problem that's already happened, like the Garleans destroying Doma? Oh! Damn, Koharu. That's way something. That's gonna make you think a lot. How are you gonna fix that? Okay, we're back to the room. We're back with Minfilia.
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul, but never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, Though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Eorzean's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is aught amiss?
Grave tidings from the Garlean motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldesion.
Uh-oh.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. 'Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Okay, that is all. That's foreboding, to be honest. It screams a lot of. It screams a lot of things. Alright, now let's see how far we can go with this one. Since I think we're getting closer and closer to a certain point. So let's keep pushing and see what happens. Friends, the very isle itself, everything and everyone. No, it avails us not to speculate. Eorzean will send word if there are any developments. Until such a time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter. One closer to home. Considers etheric fluctuations which we had previously attributed to good King Mogulmog the 12th. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have to thank. Yet all is not well in the 12's Wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. that may even suggest the existence of a primal. Needless to say, this mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Scylla? I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are coming to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem that they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are in 7th Heaven awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet them at once. Scylla, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread, and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear this suit. Sigurd, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Something's afoot, and I don't like where it's going. It's funny that the name of the bar here, that's in front of the Rising Stones, is 7th Heaven. As you know, 7th Heaven is the bar in Final Fantasy VII. You still have to unlock these, by the way. What are these folks doing here? Apologies to keep you waiting. My name is Benfilia, and I lead the Scions of the 7th Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you. We're ready and willing to work, just the same as the Domans. Just give it a task and we'll see it done. Pray, calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been leaving off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the old one we took. I don't know what got took. They said there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms anyhow. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us. They climbed on our backs. I do not pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I know we had to run. The only question was where, and then came to me. Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took the foreigners in, didn't you? So, you surely did the same for us. I fear the situation's far more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, the decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who would have been affected by the calamity. So it is with great regret that I must deny your request. But we have nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word. Tataru is Artemis. Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Althino has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and anyone. And everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells. Now the blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who try to resist. Geez, then please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. Lady, we are not the ones to stand idly and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain of what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alphino and quickly. If he is in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papalima will see to it. Alphino is being treated at the Hourglass, so hurry. Don't believe what they say. I know these people. They would only take up arms to defend themselves. If there was a riot, I swear you they didn't start it. It doesn't help your case, buddy. It doesn't help your case. Tulda then. Warping there. In we go. Yeah. Time to check what's going. Oh. No words. Got no words for that. Oh, there's Alphino. First, let's repair our stuff and talk to Glad. Let's see what's been happening.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over. Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dah way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. while more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Domans asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest, nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the immortal flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Boy, that's gonna be rough. See how far we go with this one. There's going to be a lot of stories that actually line up together. However, do expect that our stream is going to be ending a little bit earlier. Maybe an hour and a half. We're about to hit an hour real soon, but let's push a little more, a half hour more, see how far we can go. Since work calls tomorrow. Let's do this. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that an incident of this kind would eventually occur, given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe that this particular riot may not have begun spontaneously. Hey, it's a Sunday, Sigurd. Hey, friend. Hey, flightless bird. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Although, I think our stream today might be a little short, so just to give you a heads up. I'll tell you when it's gonna stop, but my target is to go around 12:30 Central Time. But let's see how far we can go for now. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Roban has to say upon the matter. It's Sunday, it's late, I can't stay late anyhow, so it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's this is like one of those bonus moments, you know? So let's take advantage of that. As for what's going to be the stream next week, now that we're talking about it, plan is I'm going to have Final Fantasy XIV show up at some point next week, but by Sunday we might start Final Fantasy III. We have the thumbnail ready. We're actually gonna push on with that. If in case there's gonna be a change of plans wherein I have to swap the two, you'll be the first to know. So we'll see how our odds are at that point. And if things are going well, there will be a week where we're going to do a collab stream as well. So we'll find out which happens first, by the way. So a little bit of a heads up on that. Here's Rauban. Now is not a good time, Sigurd. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to speak about, General. Alfino, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but Not before the unrest has spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout Thanalan. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed. And not with butcher knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that the tensions between the Uldan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single guild to spend? Who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they could not sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Farewell, my general. The point is, this is a powder keg of discontent that's not set alike by chance. These were deliberately set in motion. And now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have to discuss this. I do not have time for it. My scouts will be returning anon. General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim, without the necessary proof, that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Harsh, indeed. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Sigurd. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. To that end, have you inquire how we make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I have no doubt you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I meanwhile shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well, shall we? You look as though you have something to say, Sigurd, do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. The Brass Blades have reported suspicious activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the Blades posted there. Alright. That will do. So we warp from here all the way out. Let's run. Oh boy, my energy levels are really flagging. Ooh. On the bright side, though, we've got stuff done, which is nice. Here we go. So what are these two doing here? And what brings you here, adventurer? Search for refugees? Well then, you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees? Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people of Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say I was sad to see him go. Ah, a friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return. I am increasingly concerned with that Sazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka, he'll explain everything. Okay, what the hell is going on here? What's in here then? Oh. Ah! Don't hurt me. I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon? You're not a flame. Ah, I see. If Leofric bid you speak to me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 'Twill be praised because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic's spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Not that one of our idealists have returned, however. The madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look behind yonder tent and you'll see why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed that he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he was not alone in surviving. Yet I have no doubt that the merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. Oh, you mean this guy? What are you doing? Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Don't draw! Why didn't you run away with me? We could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me. Here to soothe me. Why didn't you have to come and stay and leave me alone? Hold on. So that's what happened. Who are you? What do you want? Aye, it's true. I followed the merchant, and may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had brought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running there and then, but the others were so excited, he split us into two groups, sent us off on our own. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, and then fighting. And then everyone was fighting. And the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... oh god, it's the other group. They're still out there. If you don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Ah, yes, I knew it. It's not gonna end well. Now, looks like we have to find the rest of them. The other refugees are hiding in the caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. Fox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent us vanished during the struggle. If only I had never listened to the merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. If you were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show them, my brethren, that their strong warriors are no match for one man. Yep, then they will agree to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Okay. So let's see what's going on then. Here. Seven elves, they found us. Everyone, grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Sorry to disappoint you, lad, but we're more than willing to kill ye ourselves. Okay, if that's how it is. Okay. And more of them. Well, you beat them like it was nothing. God almighty, what are we gonna do now? Mm-hmm. Alright, where is that spot again? Ah, here. You returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Rather that handful of them take a beating from you, and the lot get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when this was over? Huh? Where else would he be? Unless he went this throw to recruit others. Ah, it's getting worse and worse the more we go for it, huh? The merchant wished to approach the refugees in stone's throw, but what was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity? Now that they have, there's nothing to stop them from continuing his work. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must we endure before it ends? Find him. Convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Well, I think it's starting to pick up now in the sense of how conflict is beginning to show. It seems like Ul'dah is really showing it's a really bad case of discrimination. Financial discrimination and all that. There's a lot of it. Even though it's known for its it's known for commerce and all that, and yeah, you know how this is gonna end. Anyways, also, Flightless Bird, good night. Thank you for joining me, at least for a bit. And if in case you want to see the rest of this and pick up where you left off, feel free to join to check out the VOD after this. I'll see you next time. So have a great night. As for me, I'll just push the story a little further, see wherever we go. Have you seen my parents? Nope, I don't see them. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with a man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything. So we could live inside the walls with everybody else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... Wait, look, over there. I think that's him. Well now, which of these gullible fools should be my next victim? Oh, you! Uh-oh. Okay, you bastard, get back here. He's getting away. Go get him, mister. Oh, he ain't getting away, all right. No, no, no. You again? Why are you pursuing me? Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorized the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None! No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of arguments, let's say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I gave a kicker's ass about politics. It was business. Only business. We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I tell you I shall tell you everything. I swear. Alright, wait, what the? Arrow. Silenced. What's all the commotion? 7 L's. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Okay, that made it worse. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. The man was responsible for the recent riots. Mayhap we owe his murder a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious you're not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Sheesh. That one was silenced, I'm pretty sure of it. Just when we were getting close to the culprits. Oh boy. Something's afoot. Something's afoot. Again, never trust anyone from Ul'dah. Yeah, that's true. Even my first character is from Ul'dah. Sigurd, on the other hand, the one I'm using right now, is from Limsa. So that kind of that might actually apply somehow. Though as for his actual origins, I am still working out that particular bit of the lore. Also, I shared the intention of running a one-shot for Final Fantasy tabletop RPG, Final Fantasy 14 in this case. And we might have different groups to do this. There's a separate group for another team, and then another group for CANVO. So I'm gonna give you updates on if in case we're gonna have that as a collab stream, or we're gonna have that as a second. Where are you? You're here somewhere. I know you're here somewhere, Mire. It does not help that I turned off all the names. This doesn't help. Yabe. Does not help matters. Oh well. I know. But that said, sending your request, so just in case. I heard that laugh. I found you! Oi! Get back here, you! There you are. Oh, there you are. And it went Mikoti this time. Interesting. Glad to have you on. Okay, back to what I was doing. So, what news, Sigurd? Where is the merchant? Murdered. Damn it all to the seventh hell. He was not simply murdered, Sigurd. He was silenced. Too many knew his face, and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of those riots that you realize. Okay. We're getting closer. Okay, so before I continue, the story, I'm going to save here. I'm going to stop because we are going to call it a day. Today's have been a really fruitful day, despite the stream being short, about clocking at an hour and a half. But I think we're getting to the meatier parts of the story. That said, I'll be looking forward to the next stream where we're all going to have a fun time together, finishing the story and all that. And also, we might have Final Fantasy III also happening sometime soon. So keep an eye out. We are going to happen. We're going to make this happen. Anyways, thanks for anyone who managed to hop on the stream and join in, as well as for those VOD viewers as well. Any of you on the VOD gang, in case you're watching this, glad to have you along. We'll continue the story more on the next stream, which I don't know the date yet, but it's either going to be next week or it's going to be the day after that particular stream. So basically next week. So we're not sure if it's Saturday or Sunday, but we'll see how that goes. Keep your eyes posted. However, around March 1 and March 2, I will not be around. I'll be having a week off in this case, so do expect to have nothing at that time. I won't be streaming on those days, by the way, since I'll be out of town and I'll be heading off elsewhere. But prior to that, that's the most likely time I'll be streaming again. So there's one more stream, or a couple more streams next week, just to let you know. Anyway, that's everything for me. That will be all for now. Tomorrow is a new day for all of you, for myself as well. This is the start of the week. I'll see you again next time, and may you walk in the light of the crystal. This is Sigurd Chronosecht, Clockwork Wizard, Warrior of Light, saying good night, good day. I'll see you again once the new dawn breaks. Take care, everyone. Take care.